Alright, YouTube. So, as Face Jr. noticed that the 2240 is not like is very different from the original that he sent me. Him and Art sent me this one, and it originally came. It was a quick shot kit. It came with all this right here. Here's the original power valve. Well, the original valve, stock valve. Original breech, plastic breech. And original barrel still on there. They did send me an extended barrel and a steel breech kit and the power valve that's in there, along with the stronger hammer spring and everything that's in there right now. The only thing that everything else that I pretty much got myself or already had. So here you'll see. One of the biggest things is just one of the most recent additions is this laser, which I haven't fully put the pressure trigger. I haven't really cemented down the pressure switch, but it is dialed in. It's green dot laser. I did have, in fact, this red dot laser right here. This is more for like a pistol. But yeah, but it didn't have that pressure switch, so I already had this one, so I ordered this one, and it was like kind of a BOGO, so another one should be coming in. And then I got this. Zoom in on it. Holographic sights. Pretty good little piece. As you can see, it's on. Apparently, it's been on. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, it's been on. Luckily, it takes very little energy. So I'm gonna switch it. I don't know how it gets turned on. This is a very stiff dial too, but you can switch it between red and green. Sorry if it's a little shaky. You switch it between red and green. It's a solid aluminum and steel construction. I love it. It's great, and I got it for very cheap, $10. Can't beat that. Especially for something this solid. I have my little O-light I'm going to be mounting onto it. It's a great little feature. You know, it got some different power settings, but if you hold on to the switch, you switch between the different price: moonlight, low, regular, and of course the 500 lume. So if you click it twice, you get the 500 lume. You click it 3 times after that, you get the strobe. It's a powerful little tiny light. It's great for the value, and it has a little magnetic back piece, so anything that's steel, of course, it'll stick to. So, I'm sorry about the quality of this video right now. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but there's my little O-light. This is just the handle I have. I was just putting this on there. I was gonna put this on there when I got the a little what's it called? Little rig with the little Picatinny rail to attach to that, just for fun, just for shits and giggles, to make it look more dangerous. It's actually for a social experiment when I asked a few civilians that are pro gun control if they would ban this gun. And of course, this is just a pellet gun, but it just looks very dangerous. And let's see, what else do I got going on here? I also have my 45-degree angle sights, which I love these. They work great. I can use my left eye. I'm left eye dominant, so with these I can still hold it on my right shoulder and use my left eye. So when I have these on there along with my 3D sights, well, not 3D sights, so holographic sights, it works great. Over here, of course, we have the magazine that came with the weapon. Well, it came with the breech kit, and I'll save that one for last. Here's some old iron sights. That this one's quick detach. I had to get a riser because it just was too low. This is way too low for this one for this to actually dial in, but now they're matched up with that riser. And see, over here we have the scope. This scope was originally for my Benjamin Steel Eagle, which I still use my Benjamin Steel Eagle every once in a while, just for that the power, sake of power. 1400 feet per second was the rated, but it's more like 13. Over here, we have the Magpul pop-up sights, of course. These are plastic. They're polymer. Some people, I'm just gonna call them plastic. People keep saying, "Oh, they're polymers, polymer." It's a plastic. It's pretty much what it is. They're great. They work just fine, but they're a little kind of, rough around the edges, so they're not the prettiest thing to look at. But they're effective, and they're great for when I just want to do bare bones and some sights, because it's this breech up here, which I'm about to talk about, is very what's it called, bare bones. You don't have any sights, but it does have to give you the option when you order it for a Piccadilly rail or a dovetail, and it does give you the option for a shroud and a barrel. You can order a full kit from BMN, which is where I got this from. And it took a while for it to get here. I did put this on here myself. This is actually set at an angle with just a slight drop, very, very slight. It's very hard to notice it, but if you're looking close, you'll see it's not 100% straight. But I set it at an angle with my little O-light in mind, because at an angle, which is where I want it, my little O-light, when I flash, I don't want to flash directly at what I'm hitting because it's going to be way too bright. I just want kind of the aura to get it a little bit, but I want to be able to see the ground in front of me while still being able to keep it at the low ready or the high ready. So that's why I set it just at a slight angle. And over here, I set this one, pretty much spot on. No angle, it's 100%, straight. I dialed it in with laser to make sure that it wasn't at any kind of angle when I put this rail on it, this dovetail. Not really dovetail, Piccadilly rail. Same kind of rail on both sides. Just as I said, this was just canted a little downward. Both very tight, very well fit, and this turns the 2240 into a repeater. Pretty much, you cock it back, put the magazine in. Right after you've loaded it, pop that magazine in and start, popping them off. You just cock, drive it forward, just pop another one off, cock, drive it forward, pop another one off. It's just, I don't know why that wasn't unsafe. And it just turns it into a repeater, pretty much. And I love it because it turned this little rig into something I can use for faster videos. I can also use it for faster follow-up shot. And I appreciate the Assface Jr. and Art for getting together and sending me the steel breech kit. It's great. I will be using it in my 1377. I'm gonna convert that one into a 1322, and I have the spare barrel. I love the short barrel on this. I know the longer barrel gives it a little bit of extra velocity, and but I'll sacrifice that that 20 FPS gain, just for preference, because I just prefer the short barrel on this thing. It feels a little more sturdy, a little more compact, and I have everything already dialed in for that short barrel, so there's no point in me. I just don't want to go through there and dial it, because you do have to change your sights when you change a barrel. You dial it in all over again, and just this thing just looks less like a toy when you have these little tiny sights on there. But I will be getting, at one point I might put this back on there, get the extension, and get a TKO muzzle brake for it. And it's just a suggestion made by what's it called? What's his name? James Helms. James. He suggested the TKO muzzle brake. He also suggested the Benjamin Discovery with a TKO muzzle brake and a few mods. And I am looking into that. Right now, just finances are not where they should be for me to pursue that. But all this stuff right here, all these extras and everything that weren't sent to me by Art and Assface. Assface, I gotta find out what your real name is, man. You need to give me your real name. Alright? Because I just and not that I enjoy saying, you know, your screen name on YouTube. It's funny, but you gotta let me know what your real name is, man. Email me or something. But all these are dialed in for this weapon right here, and it's so fun to be able to exchange. I mean, these are all like on a quick. You know, you just pop them on, pop them off, and it's good. The only thing that's not on the quick right now is this laser, because I'm gonna take it off and put a quick release on there as soon as it arrives. And I'm also gonna do that for the 45-degree angle. What's it called? Sights, because I love those. Being able to use my left eye to focus in, and just keeping it on my right shoulder. And it's a good backup. I mean, what I like about this system right here, when I have the laser, either the optics or the holographic optics or the scope, and having these, all three of them, it's overkill. It definitely is overkill, but it's a lot of fun to look at as a weapon. People are always like looking at, like, what is that? What kind of gun is that? You know, what does it shoot? It's gotta be fast. Get all that shit on there, and it's just geared out really. But it does give me for different situations when I'm going out there squirrel hunting and whatnot. Is for, you know, lasers. It's just for fun, pretty much. It is dialed in for the laser for that, but I can shoot from the hip with the laser. You know, I don't have to bring it up to my eye or anything. You know, it's for like the quick shots. I just squeeze, point, shoot. And that's more like, you know, I know I'm gonna kill it regardless of where I hit it, kind of thing. I'm shooting like a squirrel or a rat or a mouse, you know, and I'm using the proper ammunition. Anywhere in the body, it's gonna go down. I can do a follow-up shot really quick with this thing. Not that I would want to have to do a follow-up shot, but if I did have to, it'd be real easy with this setup. And then having either the holographic sights or the scope gives me, you know, a good time to just focus in and just take a good shot from a longer distance. The holographic sights is more for, like, I like to use it more for nighttime shooting, and daytime shooting. It's as bright as it is, I find it a little difficult to actually, when it's super bright out, depending on the angle you're at. If the glare's coming at you, it's hard for me to see that little what's it called, hologram in there. So that's when I like switching it over to the 45-degree angle sights. And when they're on there, these are pop-up 45-degree angle sights. They're not the stationary, you know, don't move. These do pop up. You see they go there forward. See that? You push the button on the side, it pops right back up. I don't have a set, but see, it pops up. You choose between daytime and nighttime shooting, you know. So, and these are full metal construction, solid steel. Love them. So that's an update on my 2240. Ace Jr., I know you requested this little update. I'm sorry about the poor quality of the video. But, you know, it's the nature of the beast when all you have is your phone to work with. So, let me know what your favorite sight is, not just amongst what I have or, you know, what you have. If you have something different, something very unique, let me know in the comment section. Hey, you know, I got this going on. This is my favorite sight, and, you know, maybe if I have access to it, I'll put that mofo on here and give it a review. All right, let me know what your favorite pellet is. Let me know what your very favorite gun is. And hey, maybe we'll find a few people that share your view on the very favorite gun. This isn't by no, like, close comparison. This is not a Vera. This is. I mean, it almost kind of looks like a Vera when it has everything on there. But this is my airgun Vera. Now, my very favorite long gun break barrel. That's gonna be my Benjamin Titan MP. That's my very favorite 177 break barrel. I only have the 122 break barrel, so I can't really say it's my very favorite. I can't say it's both my favorite and my worst 22 break barrel because I've only got the one. But my very favorite 177 is my Titan. It's just, if you look at it, it's just beautiful. The wood stock, the thumb hole grip, it's just amazing. So there's that bird's eye view of everything. Hope you like this video. Like I said, share, subscribe, hit the like button, and definitely leave a comment. I love reading those comments.
Sideways, go get some.